Yeah, it's us.
It's us. It's shut up, shitting up. I'm shitting up.
Hiya, folks. That's Mr. Tenkar up there.
Don would have been with us, but the weather is not cooperating. So
I understand that. I
we,
mean,
we, we may have another person dropping in at some point. Time will tell.
yes.
Quick thing: if you see me at a convention, I'm gonna try to bring these. Let's see how if I can get the camera to focus.
Oh, man.
It was focusing before, but in any case, I've got 10 cards Tavern Dice. Uh, my minion supporters that are at master level, I think that's $10 a month. I'm going to reach out to them in the coming week and put some in the mail if they're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., I'll...
I'm going to have to collect one of those next time I see you.
Yeah. If you're not in the U.S. and you're a master minion, I'll have to give you like a drive-through gift certificate because shipping is going to cost me my left nut. But in any case,
and at our age, we need all the nuts.
We need all the nuts we can get. It's nice. They got blue pips, nice navy blue pips. I've got 200 of these, so I'm going to try to distribute some at conventions. Again, hit me up if I have them.
How many? How many do you have?
I got 200. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap, but I figured it's a way to give back. And hey, you know, when you're gaming with this and you roll a 1, Brian's here.
Here,
Brian.
Hello,
ladies and gentlemen. Let me give him a big one.
Give him the introduction, Glenn. Give him the intro.
It is Brian Caraway, one of the hosts of Thaco's Hammer.
That's me.
Who is an expert on second edition.
Let's just say I played it a lot.
Hey, got you on the show, okay?
Yeah. Right.
No, listen, I ran more 2E than I ever ran 1E. I didn't realize how screwed up it was until I used the complete Book of Elves. And then I was like, oh, shit. Blaze Singers are going to be the end of my campaign.
Nah.
I'm glad you showed up because Mr. Don Samora is having weather problems and he can't get in this evening. So here you are. But thanks for being here.
Well, and thank you for having me.
Hey, he has no camera, folks, so you're going to see nothing.
Yeah. I'm a broke podcaster. I don't have a camera yet.
Hey, you want to promote your other stuff?
I do a second podcast called Confessions of an Arcade Addict. I've been doing it for 7 years. We've been doing Thaco's Hammer for 16 now.
I know, it's like, man, oh man, really?
Yeah, it's been that long. So, right. Oh yeah, Thaco's Hammer's still on, Tim. You know, we just it's just like trying to get together for a game when you start to get in your 30s and, you know, goes from there. Everybody has real life stuff.
I just tell people, I said, well, we're lucky to get one on every 6 months. You know, I said, it's just like we're trying to mate elephants, you know, trying to get everybody together.
Oh, trying to mate pandas. Oh. That's such a hard thing to do, difficult.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah.
But you are now part of the Tenkar's Tavern group.
Oh, I need a drink.
wait, we have a group?
Yeah, you're part of the network, the Tenkar's network.
I have a net. Oh well, all right. I have a network. Okay.
Look, the day does not go by when you're not on this thing. So
okay. True. I'm not going to argue that point. By the way, folks, if you're on Rumble, Rach and I will be on Rumble and the Nerd Incognito Speakeasy with Ryan David tomorrow at 5. Then back on this channel at 8 p.m. for Gamers Health. So yeah, we keep it lively.
Oh yeah, boy you do. Hey, you know, he's part of the family now. First order of business, get this man a camera.
Yeah, don't worry. It's on the list of things I need to buy. But
Okay.
yeah, a car is number one on the list right now because my car's falling apart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
really? And you
no, it's my fault.
and you have
I
how many?
bought a car in the pandemic when all the used car prices went through the roof. The car was worth probably about $4,000. I ended up paying 13.
And what is it?
2011 Chevy Equinox.
Okay.
Yeah,
And oh man. And I forgot how many jobs you have now?
3.
You need
I
you're gonna
used to have
need
4.
yeah, you're gonna need that car, yes.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I'm like crossing fingers and toes and legs and whatever else I can cross every time I have to go to work at job number 2 up at the arcade. So,
Anyway, yeah, he works in arcade too. Cool.
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Doing that for
Very
5 years.
cool. And Don is not with us tonight because of the weather, and we here in Oklahoma are under tornado watch.
What else is new?
Well, yeah, I know. It's like, hey, March is here.
Yeah. I'm
Whoa.
like, yeah, they call it Tornado Alley for a reason.
Yeah, well, I've already seen one set down in the Tulsa area,
Yeah, I saw that.
which is nowhere near us. which
Yeah,
is good.
that's what, northeast
Yeah.
Oklahoma, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, because all the stuff's happening in Northeast right now.
Right.
And we had a little hail here too, so
Mm-hmm.
And it can stay there as far as
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the weather's changing up here in Michigan. I mean, right now it's like you think you're living in San Francisco because the fog is so thick, but I'll take that over negative degree temps with, negative double-digit wind chill. So yeah, I will not complain. Not at all.
It's the weirdest weather this year, I swear to God. But anyway, we're not the weather channel, we're the gaming channel.
Yes,
well, we're a little bit of everything actually.
Mhm.
And when the live chat starts hitting on topics, we wind up becoming a sandbox.
True. I've been wanting to get somebody else from Teko's Hammer on here for a long time, and I know I go to Brian because trying to get to full on.
Yeah, well, full on is on the road constantly. Although I think if you asked him,
full on game.
Yeah, full on gamer.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wanted
a new guy.
I wanted to ease in these guys and give him the little more sane guy of the show.
Mm-hmm.
When full on comes on, oh my goodness, that guy! Wow.
How do you chat in here?
It's
all right.
There are guys who are asking questions, and I'm
okay. So here's for me to chat since I'm the host, it's easy. But for you or Glenn to chat, you actually have to have a YouTube window open to the live stream so you can chat.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't make the most sense, but there you go.
No, it does not.
So Don, by the way, is out in Battle Creek. That's his.
Oh yeah, he's literally like an hour and a half away from me.
Which is why I want you to come to WizardCon.
Oh yeah.
If I can afford to do it, I will do it.
We will probably somehow make you afford to do it.
Oh gee, Glenn, I like the Glenn routine there. I'll twist an arm.
Well, that's because I've recently discovered people like me. So
wait.
Recently discovered.
Recently discovered there are people that will stalk you on live streams. Is Glenn on tonight? Is Glenn on tonight?
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Really?
Not for a second.
Yes.
I don't doubt that.
I don't think they ask you and Raish because I was on that show once in the background. I love that. I still remember that. You guys were doing that. And it was like my 4th show with you. And I was so exhausted. It's like, yeah, hi guys.
I'm done. Glenn is like
sitting in his easy chair going,
yep,
I'm here. Hi. That trip was incredible. It really was. Oh man, I'm looking forward to the next one. Yes, there are arcades. Okay. In fact, they have been coming back since like 2013, says Renclaw.
Which is me.
Yes. I see you fixed the problem.
He's got the other browser opened.
Yeah, they just got another tab open.
Okay. Thank you, Death Angel, for having me on, by the way. Again. For your show. That was a lot of fun. Got a promo. Oh, I forgot we got to do the
you got
the due thing, the diligence. Buy my book, folks. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and please contribute to my GoFundMe so I can get to WizardCon and start selling, promoting this book.
There you go.
There. All right. We can go forward from there.
Okay.
That's the joke now. It's like one guy says, we don't start the show until Glen shows us his book.
Show the book, Glen. Show the book. Actually,
There it is.
All right.
There it is.
Let's see.
Which reminds me, I need to open another tab because I know you sent me the rough draft, Glenn, but I'm going to actually buy in real time a copy off for my Kindle.
There we go.
There are no Kindles yet.
Really? Not yet?
Not yet.
We've been pushing. I mean, Fugly on here has been every time. You got Kindle yet? No, not Kindle yet.
Wow.
But if you do come to WizardCon, you will be getting an autographed book from me. So there you go. We're trying to get. I don't know what it is with Amazon. They're just like dragging their feet on it.
Wow, that's strange. It should be, that should be like a fait accompli because most people I know that don't have. There's the Tenkar die. Yep. Is that a 1 or a 6?
Okay. So here, let's see. That's the 6.
It's a 1.
That's the 1.
Okay.
And Don on here says he will give you a weekend pass for the convention. So, hey, there you go.
Awesome.
And you can always bunk with me if you have to.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm probably just going to show up, hang out for a little while and just, schlep it on home. I can't be away from home too long.
Oh, man. How are we going to get you up on stage?
You're not.
Oh, hey.
Although everyone will know who I am because I will be wearing my Thakos Hammer t-shirt. I've only worn that thing like 3 times and I've owned it for, oh goodness.
Wow.
Like 6 years. And I've only worn it 3 times.
We got to get you on stage so we can do the 2E trivia game.
Oh, then, yeah. Okay. We can do that.
I'm trying to get full on there too if he's coming through the area, but,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and it would be like you full on, and then we can ask like maybe a couple, okay, who wants to come up here and play? That kind of thing.
Right.
And Don would probably have even, giveaways for that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We can certainly do that. That's not a problem.
Don's the main man there, and I kind of put that bug in his ear. So
okay.
We'll see. We're going to play it by ear.
Right. When is the con again?
It would be the last weekend of April.
Last week of April. Okay.
23rd, 24th, 26th. No, I mean, 20. Yeah, right. The 20 Sunday, the 26th is the last day. I remember that.
Okay, so it's the 24th, 25th, 26th. Got it.
Thank you. I remember that because that's my birthday. So
the 26th is your birthday. Okay.
Yes,
well,
it is.
That explains it. Okay.
That probably explains why I'm getting drunk.
I will see. Yeah, I know. I will try to get the time off.
It is in a Holiday Inn somewhere in Battle Creek.
Battle Creek's not that big. I think I can find it. I'd be willing to bet it's close to Interstate 94, within rock throwing distance.
Probably. It'd be nice if it was near the airport where I'm coming in, but.
Mm-hmm. So okay.
Well, Glenn, you're not going to be walking to the hotels. I'm sure they'll be getting a ride.
Or a shuttle or something.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be good.
Yeah, I'm just used to being at conventions at airport hotels.
Yep.
Like North Texas is over by Dallas, Fort Worth Airport.
Right, but it's still like a 15-minute ride from the airport. It's not right there. I mean, 5-minute drive from 94. There you go.
Easy.
Don't ever pit it. I'm sorry. What?
No, I was going to say the only con I've ever been to that's not been in an airport hotel was Dragon Con back in 94.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and that was basically, they had like 2 hotels because even back then it was huge. That was a lot of fun. Okay. That was a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, I hope you stick around long enough to at least play a game,
Maybe. I don't know.
Or run a game?
Oh, God,
a 2E game?
As rusty as I am, I mean, there is actual evidence on the internet of my DMing prowess while I'm trying to figure out the ins and outs of Roll20 at the same time. I mean, it
Rusty,
got a
I
little smoother.
squeak.
It got, yeah, rusty, yeah. And it got better towards the end, but yeah, I listened to those like first 13, 14 episodes, and I'm just cringing. I'm sitting in my, I'm literally
Well,
like,
yeah, but you're trying
ugh.
to deal with the internet too and all the other crap. This is you're sitting at a table with your stuff, run
Yeah,
the game like you usually do. You
yeah,
know.
I could, but nah. I don't go to cons to run games. I go to play if I'm gonna
All
play.
right, then play in a game. Then.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I would
I
like.
gotta make sure I can make it first.
Okay, I mean, I'm running games there. You can always sit at my table.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I just have to make sure I can get there first. That's all.
I think it'd be really great if we can get full on run amok through that time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had the pleasure of DMing full on. Yes,
And
be prepared,
Eric,
folks.
I don't think you met full on or not. He's been to North Texas a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he ran it. He played in one of my D&D. D&D games, and
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
My son just came barreling through.
Oh, damn! I thought somebody just got like stabbed with a pike, and I was like, ah!
So, what do you want to talk about tonight, Eric?
Oh, dude. Right now, we got the conversation about how Roll20 is a quirky mess. It's only a quirky mess if you actually use all the bells and whistles. If you use pretty much zero bells and whistles and just use it for fog of war to reveal the map and rolling dice, and I guess chat. I don't even use the voice and the video. I use a separate app for that because it's always been buggy in my experience.
Yeah, we had to, when we ran it, we had to go through Skype for the voice in order for us to record it. I mean, it's gotten a lot better now.
Oh, has it? Okay.
My Monday group uses Roll20, but our audio is all on Discord now. We used to run it all there, but now they had problems, and so okay, we're going to Discord.
Well, I mean, I will admit that my using Roll20 audio and video probably haven't tried it in about half a decade. But back then, it was always all right. The person in Georgia is getting everybody's video, but only getting the audio from two people. And it was like, depending on where you were, it's like, yeah, I'm not getting Eric's audio at all. It's like, I can't run a game if half the group can't hear me.
But by the way, Death Angels, good luck using Skype these days. Yeah, we used to record the show off of that a long time ago. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, no. We went to Discord because Skype was giving us more problems, and I was losing episodes. And if there's one thing I hate when I was producing the show, it's having to redo an episode because you just can't recapture the magic.
I think we did one 3 times.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did 3 times. Oh, I was so frustrated.
Crazy. So you're 2E. What is your 2E like at your table?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Glenn, you've played in my game. You know what
I don't want to influence you. I want you. I want to hear your words.
Okay. All right. And and Eric's sitting there, so yeah, I feel like I'm under a little bit of scrutiny. Basically, my way I run my games, I try to keep as much of a balance between role playing and combat, and as much as possible. That balance may shift depending on what's going on in that particular session, but I try to keep it 50-50. And usually it's not that difficult. Of course, adding a technological aspect like Roll20 and I'm not familiar with it, yeah, that was difficult. I mean, shout out to All Dragon, who makes it look easy, and he's running freaking Spelljammer of all games. I watch him on Saturday afternoons on Skype, and he makes it look so easy. I'm jealous. Oh, ICQ Fugly, yeah, I remember. Yeah, my ICQ number is 8 digits. That's how long I've been on ICQ.
Wow.
That's a long time because it went to 9, then it went to 10.
Okay, let's start with this. What do you throw out of 2E when you run it?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't throw too much out. I don't think I really throw anything out. I just adapt it to my personal taste.
Okay.
I mean, like the whole, non-weapon proficiencies, I run those, but I run them in a way where it's a little bit more down to earth. I mean, I use a Dragon Magazine article. I was talking about that on Facebook a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact.
By the way, Eric, forgive him. He uses weapon speed.
Yes, I do.
God bless you.
Yeah, it's not hard. It really isn't. I've had arguments with people through the decades, and it's like, no, it's not difficult. You do a little adding, a little bit of subtracting if you got magical weapons. Go.
I never said it was difficult. It's just a pain in the ass. That's what it is.
That's like using weapon versus armor adjustments.
That is a pain in the ass.
Which never made sense to me because it's like, well, you're rarely attacking or fighting other class characters. They're usually monsters.
Yeah.
And now what's their equivalent AC? I don't want to have to figure that crap out.
I mean, when it came down to it, you just had to think about it more, but that was back in my days of, if I'm going to run a 1E game, I have to run it whole cloth. And there was a lot of, if you're not running it whole cloth, you're not doing it right, kind of, judgment and, dare I say, gatekeeping.
Right.
And I just was like, you know what? This is a headache I really don't need. And towards the end of me, messing around with 1E, I would say probably the late 80s, mid to late 80s, around 86, 87. I just threw it out. I'm like, this is just something I don't need. So I just threw it out. I'm like, okay, your THAC0 is the number, attack bonuses, dex bonuses if you're shooting, missile weapons, things like that. And that's where we're going to go. And I was just like, and my games ran fine. And then, I discovered second edition in 80,
89,
actually
right?
90. It was like, because the splat books had started coming out. So it was 1990. And I was like, okay, I played in the second edition game thinking this was going to be crap. And I was so surprised at how streamlined everything was.
Well, as you know, my main beef for weapon speed is I think it slows down the game.
Which is funny. No, I disagree wholeheartedly.
It's speed. How does speed slow down the game? Sorry, I'm just gonna be devil's advocate. By the way, I have a quick 2E splat book story. So, does everybody remember the Dungeon Hobby Shop store that PSR had?
That was actually in Lake Geneva, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can mail order.
Yeah, I remember that because they had ads in Dragon Magazine.
So I mail ordered. I wanted a poster, so I ordered a poster and one splat book. I think I had the fighters and the wizards, and I think I was ordering the cleric. So lo and behold, I come home from work one day. My roommate Kenny, who was living with me at the time, who I knew from childhood, the guy who introduced me to D&D goes, "Yeah, I get home." He was like, "Yeah, you got a huge package." I'm like, "What do you mean I got a huge package? It's heavy as hell." I go, "How could it be heavy as hell? I ordered one book and a poster." I'm looking, and it's a sizable box. I open it up. First off, there's no poster. I was disappointed.
That's a bummer.
But I had 13 splat books. So I'm like, I ordered one, and by the way, I didn't get the one I ordered either. By the way,
Of course.
so I'm like, what do I do? So my friend Kenny, who was actually in law school at the time, was like, hey, you didn't order it, right? Well, you didn't sign. Nobody signed for it, right? No, it's yours. My phone, my answering machine, some desperate schmuck from the hobby. First, it was, you got the wrong package. You need to mail it back. I'm thinking, I need to mail it back. They're not even offering me like postage to mail it back. I'm like, yeah. He left like 6 messages, getting more and more desperate before he finally realized that I was not mailing it back. The only problem is those books probably ruined my 2E campaign because they were so unbalanced. I wouldn't have bought them, but man, the first 4 weren't bad. They were kind of play tested, I understand, but the later ones weren't.
The cleric one was the most useless one
It didn't. I was probably good I liked the rogue one. That was pretty good.
That was really good.
Yeah. I enjoyed the bard one because I always like bards. It made bards pretty flexible. But yeah, no, I got that great collection because and I always used to say it must have been Ernie, but Ernie was probably gone by then. But
Ernie wouldn't be calling you desperately like that.
Oh, I don't know if those books were coming out of your paycheck, you'd be calling desperately.
Yeah, I have a feeling that guy didn't last very long in that job.
Probably not.
No, that's an egregious error. And yeah, you have to eat it.
Yep, and I'm assuming it was 2 Erics, and he just so somebody got one splat book and a poster that they didn't order. Brian James.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's hilarious, though, man. That reminds me of a story when I was living with my girlfriend Sylvia. She bought her first Mac when they had Mac Juniors or Mac Pluses.
Okay.
They had the regular Mac, and then they came out with the Mac Pluses afterwards. He went down to the university store, and they sold her a regular Mac, and they gave her a Mac Plus because the guy screwed up. And he kept calling her, and it's like we were both living together with it. So it's like both of us looking at her, we're not giving this back. Nope.
Nope.
It's like you just cost that guy his job, I think.
Yeah, likely.
Yeah. Oh my God. I told Best Buy when I bought during COVID, I got 2. One X. Oh my God. I love screw ups like that. Yeah, I was the one who asked Steve Winter at North Texas. This is my story. North Texas, me and Vince were asked by Bad Mike to come to they're doing a talk with everybody. It was him and I can't remember his co-writer. But they talked about, and I was the one who raised my hand saying, hey, did you guys test all of those flat books? And Winter's face was like, it just fell.
Yeah, he knew the answer.
At first, yes. But then we had to push them out so fast, we never got a chance to play test them.
Well, yeah, because they were popular. They sold.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you were talking earlier, Eric, about, how you thought Blade Singers were going to break your campaign. I'm like, if you as a DM read that description, they're basically more or less fighter mage paladins in that way. You can run them just as restrictively as paladins and get away with it. So they can't run amok in your campaign. I mean, if you've got those kinds of players who are going to look for every single edge they can get, and God only knows those players are extremely annoying. But, yeah, all you got to do is be like, okay, you want to run a Blade Stinger? Okay. Well, you know what? you can't go adventuring with your buddies unless there is an actual reason for an elven reason to do so. And if your ruler or your leader of your community or even your god says you can't do this, you're stuck. you know and then all of a sudden it's not quite so fun anymore. It's just how I see it.
And all the players saying, well, this DM's really a dick.
Well, and here's the thing: like I was in my 20s when I was running that, right?
Uh-huh.
And when you're in your 20s, and now you're in your 50s, nearly 60, your DMing abilities have certainly matured. And and I can tell a player what I probably couldn't have told my friends back then. Was like, oh, I can't be the douche. I can only be so douchey. And now, but you set that limit ahead of time. The problem with that is that I didn't read the damn description.
See,
because I was a DM. My players are going to the outplay. He's like, oh, I know what I want. And I was like, all right, well, it's got to be balanced because, and by the way, as a GM, as a player, balancing combat or adventuring abilities by role play penalties is not balanced.
At the same time, sometimes that's the only the way I see it, that sometimes that's the only leash you can put on your players. And I get it. I'm right there with you, Eric.
Yeah.
I mean, I distinctly remember my 1E power gaming days where it was I don't even want to get into how crazy it got, because my DM, who was the first DM, shout out Krista, you're one of the best DMs I've ever played under, even though I wanted to wring your neck sometimes.
Yeah, I've been there too.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's fun after it's over and done with, but when you're in the middle of it, you're just looking at him, and if looks could kill, the DM would be a pile of ashes on the ground. But yeah, like I said, there are just some times where it's like, yeah, I know what you mean, Eric, about not wanting to be, the douchey DM. But at the same time, it's like you're only douchey if you take enjoyment in other players' pain, and you do it rather blatantly. Let's say,
All right. Well,
that's
the thing is, it would have been douchey because again, I hadn't read all of the splat books because I was the designated 1E 2E DM. I could play. I played as a player in Rifts and Battle Lords and whatever else, but nobody else. It wasn't my choice. That was my table's choice. Nobody else ran D&D. So I didn't read every page of the book and like, oh, you want to be a police? Of course, it's got to be balanced. It's TSR. They wouldn't sell something.
Oh.
That was
Eric, Eric, I say this with all love in my heart I have for you. I consider you a friend and something of a mentor. That was your first mistake.
Oh no, I realize that now.
Some of those books you look and you just see like, Lauren and the snapping a whip behind the, behind the publishers and the red printers and all that.
And I would go even a little further back. This really started and changed in 1985 with 2 supplements for first edition, Unearthed Arcana and Oriental Adventures. That's where it just took off like a rocket ship, where you could play things that are supposed to be enemies like drow. Then you can introduce martial arts, which I still have put into my second edition games, whole hog, edited by me with a custom class to go alongside it. And those 2 supplements really let players went absolutely bat crap crazy. I'm not gonna curse, but they went absolutely
Curse.
nuts when those two came out. That shit crazy.
There you go.
There you go.
Glenn, you'll Glenn, when you get a copy of this, you'll have to make sure you bleep that out because
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Glenn's gonna do that.
You know how I have to go back in the next 10 and bleep your mouth halfway.
Glenn,
I mean,
as I
look,
told you before on this channel, I don't give a fuck.
With Eric, if Eric is the host, he's an ex-New York cop, so
Yeah. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I grew up in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I know about New York cops.
Well, all right, there you go. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, yeah, it's well, one of my friends who is attached to someone I follow on Twitch, follow a streamer on Twitch. He's one of the streamer's friends. He's a former cop from New York City, and it's like I remember when I first started chatting with these guys, and I had to explain to them that hey, a New Yorker who's just cursing at you all the time doesn't mean he doesn't like you. That's their love language.
Yeah,
that's their love language. You know, insults and cursing. That's how it is. You just have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's just part of the affection we have for you in the English language. By the way, Joe Stone is cool. I never played a Glitter Boy. You know what I played? My first character was a vagabond because I didn't like the overpowered stuff. But my vagabond lasted 2 sessions, which is pretty good in rifts because I had no MDC armor. So then I said, all right, I need to up my game a little bit. So I played it crazy. Okay. We had Glitter Boys, we had Leyline Walkers. I was playing it crazy. So
hey, God bless those games that aren't D&D because like you guys are talking about your early days, I learned how to play D&D and Gamma World, and then I spent 12 years playing Champions.
Yeah.
And aside from these,
one
of the most fun parts of my life was playing Champions. But if you're going to be over the top, and that's a great way to burn it out of you. By the time I got back to D&D, I didn't have to be the the top dog, the whatever you want to call it. So,
yeah, just sort of like you just burned yourself on Champions.
Yeah,
Trust me,
I'm a superhero and burn myself out. You go back to D&D, it's like, yeah, that's nice. Oh, and also we had a side of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. So
which is brutal with a capital B
edition. So I never had so much fun having a chart there telling me how my guy died.
Oh yeah, no. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, the Death in the Right campaign, the whole Enemy Within. I mean, listen, I know it was technically a bit of a railroad, but it's such a fun, exciting railroad. You don't realize you're on it. And I ran that. I must have been 19, 20 when I ran that. And it was a great campaign until our budding wizard cast a fireball at some Skaven coming out of the sewers when they were in one of the cities. And he always treated himself like a Mexican bandito. He had flasks of flaming oil going across his chest, both
in a
bandolier. Yeah.
Well, he fumbled his fireball roll, and he was ground zero. So, he was. We had one party member survive only because they had wandered off to buy some street food from a vendor. They were role playing it, and they're coming. And next thing they know, they're the only one alive because everybody else was burnt to a crisp by the party itself. And that was it.
Those days, man.
My group was like, yeah, we're going back to D&D. I'm like, we had so much fun. They're like, I can't do this again.
By the way,
we won't die from a fireball on ourselves in D&D.
Yep.
By the way, Eric, didn't you say you for the just for the con? Didn't you say you had a copy of the AD&D 2E trivia game?
I do. Remind me to bring it when I go.
Please bring it because I can't fly with mine. Too much.
I had a copy for obviously decades.
Yeah.
And my problem with it is that I enjoyed it so much, I would always take the cards out and never put it back.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized that
missing.
Yeah, so then I was like, all right, there's one on eBay. I'll just buy one on eBay that says complete. And
how much was that?
It was like it wasn't bad. It was like 45. The box is beat up.
That's a shock.
Well,
yeah,
we'll use that. I mean, folks, and if you guys, if you're coming to WizardCon and I can get Brian and maybe even Full on there, we'll pick out people who want to play with us for the trivia game. Sure. I think we can talk to Don and maybe give away some prizes or something.
That sounds good to me.
But we have so much fun on the show with that game. I swear to God.
Oh, it's great.
It's fun.
When my old gaming group, we get together once a year. We've been doing this for I don't know, for about 2 decades. Sorry, when we lost a friend during 9/11.
Oh,
my old gaming group. So we started going. We got to get together, and my friend Brian brings out the 2E trivia game, but now they've gotten to the point where they don't want me to play. I'm like, why? Because it's like you're like the ringer. I'm like, I ran it for years. My only problem is there are questions that change between 1E and 2E.
Yep.
And if that's the case, I generally get them wrong because I look for the 1E answer.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a fun little game.
Oh yeah, and we came up with our own rules for the show because they worked out a little better. It's basically earning EP, and if you get like 20 EP, you win. But I mean, we've had like Full On's gone to like down -18.
Yep.
So,
and enjoying every moment of it as he does.
Yes. It's a lot of fun, and I know we'll have a lot of fun. We got to bring that.
Yes, please do.
Oh man, I'm having all these flashbacks from earlier, like younger gaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's like bring Brian on the show, and it's like
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that to people. I start relating things from the past, then that triggers a memory from somebody else, that triggers another memory, and it's just a snowball going downhill.
And the next thing you know, you're getting him to run a game.
No.
I mean,
No, I'm not going to do it.
Online?
I'm not going to do it.
You've been trying to get us together for that other game for a long time.
Well, actually, I have more time now because I don't have 4 jobs. Now I have 3. And I can probably run it, but I have to really familiarize myself with Roll20 or use another system. I mean, I can probably just stick with Roll20 and just pare it down, but I mean, I was making like PDFs of maps and, of course, using Fog of War and things like that. I mean, I'd love to get you guys back together because
would you rather have
what?
Would you rather have Mr. Full On run?
Oh God, I don't think I can keep up with him as a player. I don't think I have that in me anymore.
What was that box set for 2E that he made the expansion to?
Oh, Night Below.
Night Below. He came up with a expansion for Night Below that is deadlier than anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's about as deadly as how it gets towards the end of that adventure.
Yeah,
for sure. It's like, and that's just basically a side trek that someone discovers, and if they decide to investigate it, yeah. I read that thing from beginning to end. I'm like, oh my God. This is some deadly stuff.
What's the deadliest thing you ran, Eric?
Oh, I mean, besides Enemy Within campaign where my players destroy themselves.
Don't count.
That's
the best way as a DM.
Oh well, yeah, because your hands are free from that one.
Yeah, your hands are absolutely clean.
See, I don't know, because that's the only I shouldn't say that's the only TPK from back in those days. From the online days I was running the lost city of Baracus, and I had the party, which was much too low in level for what they encountered because they were getting ahead of themselves, encountered a young dragon, and of course decided we got to get the loot.
Mm-hmm.
And
drew down an attack.
So, and it was a party of only 3 because 2 did not show. So what happened was it was getting late, so we had to stop media res, right? I stopped in the middle of the action and hold it for next week when the next 2 players came. And what happened is one player who was back from the prior week and one player from the new week, the 5, took off with like single-digit hit points, whereas the other 3 were left behind and dead. And again, this is another situation where my group was like, "Well, that was epic, and we're done." I go, "What do you mean you're done?" I go, "We're not going to top it in this campaign." I was like, "Well, you got a point there. You're not going to." They survived. 2 players, 2 PCs survived the dragon, and they got some loot out. It's kind of like the Bilbo Baggins grab it and run type of deal. They got some loot out, but they lost 3 out of 5. That was probably the deadliest. I mean, I like the adventure because it's not mega dungeon, but it's still pretty big. You can have number of sessions in it. But I got to dig that one out at some point again.
Nice. I remember a campaign that we were playing in. We were playing the Temple of Elemental Evil. And I was the one who had the bright idea of finding the door. Then it's like, we don't want to go through the front. Here's a side door, and it goes down to the 4th level. And we hit one room with a cockatrice in here. What happens? First person in, Gage, his paladin, gets turned to stone. We made a hasty retreat, carried him out, had reversed it. And it's like, let's not do that again. Okay, we will go through the front.
That's a tough one. I mean, I've started to DM that from the beginning with Village of Hamlet, and got through that whole mess, and then they started going to the temple, and yeah, I think they got maybe about, I'd say probably about 1/10 of the way through the first level. It was only maybe about 8 or 10 rooms because Frank Menser's an evil genius. And that dungeon is just huge, and it can be deadly even at the beginning level, never mind what's down below. And then you start going into elemental nodes and stuff, and that really gets interesting. But
looks like some of our listeners here are awful curious in Full-On's Night Below.
Yeah,
so we're gonna figure out a way to,
Yeah, I told them email us at thekoshammer@gmail.com, and I'll ask Full-On, and I'll send it to him if he gives us permission. Of course, he's going to give us permission.
Of course, he wants that thing out everywhere.
Yeah. He's quite proud of it.
If he hasn't happy killing player characters, I don't know what.
Well, Full-On is a completely unrepented power gamer with evil genius as his second class.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm like,
but he has so much fun at it. You just go, yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah. You just go along with it. This thing is deadly, and even if you don't do any missteps, you might end up dead. But he and you are going to have so much fun that it almost doesn't matter.
I mean, when he went to North Texas, he spent most of his time running BattleTech.
BattleTech, yep.
Yeah.
His Dragon Mountain thing.
Yeah,
which was very interesting. The pictures were awesome.
I've been trying to get him back ever since because everybody loved it. I mean, that's back when he was still in the service.
Yeah, he was still.
I remember that because he drove up there. He says, "I'm going to leave by midnight so I can check in to the base next day." And I walked by at like 1:30 to go to my room, and there he is, still running battle tag. I said,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah. They're gonna bust me, but it's okay.
Yeah. This is worth it. That's how he's living his nickname for sure. Because
And now he's a truck driver. So
Mhm.
so I think that's probably the best thing he could have done after he retired.
Mhm.
The best
Yep.
job for him was because he
I
can go
agree.
anywhere and play.
Yep.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
he's the only one out of you three that I've met face to face, and that was an
Same here.
interesting evening.
Same
Yeah.
here. He come
I
by
mean,
during the day. We played a card game, and that was fun.
yeah, the same thing with me. Yeah, it was a lot of fun once I learned how to do it. I do have plans on driving back to Connecticut at some point, which means I have to go through basically Harrisburg. So I'm gonna go see Corey,
Okay.
and then at some point we're going to meet up at a con, Glenn. It's just a matter of when. You know, it's just I got to make sure that my
Well,
ducks are in a row first.
I'm saying this one because this is going to be like a rare thing for me.
It'll be an old man Grognard sighting.
Yes, and
Yeah.
hopefully I can do it in the future, but I don't know. We're retired, Social Security. I mean, hell, I'm hoping this
Yeah.
thing gives me some loot.
Mhm.
But hey, that's where you are. That's where you are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Glenn.
Yeah.
How goes book 2?
Nowhere. I've gotten 3 pages.
Oh wow.
3 pages.
3 pages, and what? It's this bad. I've got like 5 games sitting over here for the 3 cons I'm going to. I have yet to work on them.
Oh.
And it's
Yeah,
something's
you
going on.
you better get to work, sir.
Yeah. Fortunately, the Gangbusters stuff I got already rewritten. I'm just trying to put it in a smaller form so I can carry stuff like this on the plane that doesn't weigh anything.
Right.
Right.
I get it.
I got to worry about that. I mean, oh my God.
You need a trapper keeper. Let's take it all the way back to the 80s. You need a trapper keeper.
I am flashing back to South Park right now, and the Trapper Keeper episode.
Yeah, I've got one of those. That's where I'm doing the most of my writing, actually, because inspiration strikes anywhere.
Right.
I could be on my break at my first job. I could be doing my second job at the arcade, and all of a sudden I just have this whole scene in my head. As a matter of fact, I put my first story on hold because I want to write the second one. And and it's coming in pieces. It's not linear. It's like I have a rough idea in my head how I want to write the whole thing out, but I have the intros to the characters. They have a chapter each, and then the next 2 or 3 chapters are the tournament they're going to be in and how they get to know each other. Then after the tournament's done, then they find out they're both in the same adventurers guild, and they end up getting recruited along with 2 other people, and they go do a classic type.
It'll never survive the game table.
Actually would, but yeah. And now and of course, I've got all these other aspects to the story that I've got to write out, and I'm just like, I just have to keep going.
Oh, but yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I encourage that. Now you encourage me.
Well, sir,
you just did. You did.
Yeah. Okay. As long as I've done that, I don't have to beat you over the head with anything. Okay. Cool.
I call him the Jewish mother of Thaco's Hammer.
Now, Glenn.
Yeah, there you go.
You need to write your stories.
Ma.
Don't you mind me? Get to work.
Yeah. What am I? Chopped liver? I'm the Jewish matchmaker in the OSR. If you didn't know that by now, that's my unofficial responsibility. Matchmaker.
He also used to herd. He also used to herd hookers.
Well, yeah, it was a cattle drive at times, but
I believe that.
that was in the late night. It was Hunts Point. So there used to be
Oh, that isn't that the famous spot?
yes,
Yeah.
HBO used to have. I don't know if they
Yes.
still do. The Hookers of Hunts Point.
Yes.
I arrested the school teacher twice. She was, but she put her daughter through college doing that. So listen, I arrested her because I was a cop. My sergeant's telling me,
yeah, that's your job.
yeah, that's what you're doing. But the locals were never a problem, and you had three tiers. You had the locals; those usually had the school teacher, whatever. They had their little shtick. You had the ones that were pimped out; those were younger, and then you had and they were a pain in the ass. And then you had the crackheads, which which were frequented by the truck drivers, the long haul truck drivers, because they were cheap. And I don't want to know. I still don't want to know. Nearly 30 years later, I don't.
Ryan, you got to come down, and you can be at the bar with us, and you'll hear this kind of stuff all the time. I love listening to it.
Oh yeah, of course.
I listen. I like to talk the gaming stories at the bar.
Yeah, that too.
You know.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, you don't, Eric. You do not have to bring Hyperborea with you because I won't be running anything from that.
Oh, okay.
My fantasy is going to be Sword and Wizardry Light.
Well, there you go, man.
I'm going to take about they're light because they're light. I can carry them in the luggage.
Glen actually using a system that is really simple to use. Who'd have thunk it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Almighty.
The less complicated, the better.
Oh yeah, give me 4th edition. Get out of here.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Oh my God. I still remember the day I went into a Borders bookstore and I sat down and I read the player's handbook and I'm just like, are you kidding me? You guys aren't serious? I literally couldn't believe what I was reading. I was like, okay, somebody was playing too much World of Warcraft when they decided to do this edition. And I was just like, okay, I have no problem just leaving this alone. And those who want to play it and those who love it, they're more than welcome to it. I will just stay right where I'm at. And, hopefully 5th edition is better. That was back when 4th edition did just come out. And I was I was hoping for something a little better, but
Eric, didn't you
kind of not?
At North Texas, didn't somebody actually run a 4th edition game at one time?
I have no idea. I certainly wasn't looking for it myself, so I don't know.
Yeah. both you and Bad Mike, it's like, if they did, we didn't want to know.
Yeah, because you might have to do something.
Well, I think the official policy with North Texas is you can run games up to D&D 5 2014, but 5.5 2024 is a bridge too far. So they don't allow that one to be on the docket, if you will say. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Yang. Fatal is probably better than 4E, but
wow.
It's probably.
Found the alignment system in 4E repulsive.
Interesting.
Wow.
Listen, I think that one of the best alignment systems for D&D-esque game is the Palladium system.
I tend to agree.
It made sense. It described the alignments in a way that you looked at it and went, "Oh, that makes sense. That sounds real," as opposed to the D&D alignment system, which is like, and in retrospect, I know it's obviously cribbed from Moorcock and the Eternal Champion series, but still, you're like, this sounds a little bit everything was absolutes. But yeah, I like the Palladium system.
Hey, as long as it works, I mean, I don't like knocking the Palladium system, but I do. Just because of the way it's put together. The fantasy wasn't bad, but when I got to their supers system, it's like,
I love Ninjas and Super Spies.
no,
I
I'm
had
talking about
I had Heroes Unlimited and I lost it. Oh, I was so mad about that.
It's like I kept reading through. It's like every single super in this game has a system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I can't, this is crazy. How do you run this game? You know?
I mean, but the real chaotic GMs who swore by Palladium, they'd have, Ninjas and Super Spies, Heroes Unlimited, TMNT, some Robotech in there, some Rifts in there. I mean, it's just a whole big melting pot of worlds and all this other stuff.
But I mean, you got to have some kind of system underneath a basic place where you can, go off on with some of these. I got rid of all my fantasy out of them, but I kept my of course I'm going to keep it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. Of course I'm going to keep,
Yeah, that was based off Eastman and Laird.
Yep. I never had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the RPG. My friends all did. I was never into the Turtles, so I didn't.
Great source book for things like Gamma World.
Oh, I'm sure. But I had my Palladium books were obviously Palladium Fantasy, and I liked the inferred setting much more than I liked the actual rule set. But I liked the Wolf and all that stuff. Mechanoids was one of my early pickups. Recon.
Yeah.
You need a good Vietnam game, and if you're not
that was interesting. Yeah.
And then there was an adventure for Palladium Fantasy, like a digest sized book that was very Egyptian. I can picture the red and black cover, but I can't remember what it was called. But I enjoyed my Palladium stuff. I actually have my Riffs was signed by Kevin Simbita and Kevin Long at the one Gen Con I went to, which is, and of course, it's a beat up copy now. I mean, it went through so many game sessions. But it's signed, so I got that much. But I think Palladium is always better at the settings than they are at the actual rules.
Hey Eric.
Yes.
The supplement is called Valley of the Pharaohs.
There you go. Thank you.
No problem.
That's
what I do.
I was like, I'm picturing it in my head, and I'm like, damn it! I actually ran it for like 1.8 back in the day. Just even back then I could convert on the fly, but Palladium and D&D was so damn close anyway.
Yeah, it was. What? Yeah. It's just Palladium. Palladium was a lot more complex. That's all.
Yeah, but it's like he went crazy on like definitions for everything.
Yes.
I couldn't keep track of it in my head.
I get it.
Wait a second. Like, Gary didn't go crazy. Well, sorry, Gary gave you words he didn't give you definitions for.
Gary gave you a whole language.
Yeah,
the whole word.
And figure it out by it's like.
It's not like this is a PNR. What the hell?
It's like early AI. I'm going to be the AI. I'm going to learn from the context what this word means.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We're having too much fun here, folks. God almighty.
Well, I promised you it was going to be like a sandbox or listen, I'm going to point past Glen, but the people in the chat are what drives the Friday night live streams pretty much.
That's right.
So they take us down paths that we don't expect. And there's no railroads. There's no scripts. There's no our whole prep was who's in for tonight?
Yeah. And just get together and just
that's like Theko's, believe it or not, Theko's Hammer actually has a script that Brian writes, because if he didn't, neither of us would. We just turn on the mic. I do have to give a rundown of what we're going to talk about, and even then we go off on massive tangents. It's just part of it. 3.5 hours.
Yep.
And you know what?
I don't envy Banjo editing that.
Yeah. And you know what takes up at least the first hour? Email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people ask good
But
questions,
that's okay.
and
That's good. I mean, people ask
we
good
have to give our
questions either.
perspectives. And I know I talk a hell of a lot,
I talk
and
a hell of a lot.
yeah,
Full
and full
on,
on when he's excited about something, he can do that.
yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you guys
I mean,
listen
we've
to
been doing it for so long. It's like, are we going to change?
No.
I don't see it.
Well, I think it comes to time to tell them where they can find Thicko's Hammer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I wasn't expecting you to do this, but okay.
Oh,
Let me do this. I gotta pull up my Spotify page.
You're on here. We're gonna promote.
Right. And we are on Spotify, and through Spotify, we are pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts, like Apple,
and,
Google when they used to do it. Pretty much anywhere. I mean,
and the Internet Archive.
Yes, yeah, when I can get around to actually posting new episodes.
And we have 16 hours of that stuff everywhere.
Okay, that's the Spotify link I just put up in the chat.
Thank you, Eric.
You're very welcome.
You're right.
Thank you very very Eric. You just made my job a lot easier.
That's my job, right?
Right.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
But,
I forgot we had you and Bad Mike on there.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, I forgot.
Yeah, we had the episode. Oh, what episode was that? That was what, 181, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. I gotta pull that up because now I'm curious.
I'm so happy to get you on the show, though, but expand our horizons,
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, we can always use that. 187. It's 187.
Okay.
That was fun. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. And it went up on my birthday, July 30th. Go figure.
Hey, happy birthday, Eric.
Happy birthday. Him and Bad Mike didn't talk very much, but what they did, it was gold.
Mm-hmm.
It was gold.
Yeah, well, we just had to give Bad Mike crap about his router. That's all. That is an old joke, folks.
Yes.
That goes back to the origins.
Yes. Bad Mike's connection has gotten much better.
Oh yeah. In case anybody knows, Bad Mike was supposed to be one of our original hosts for Thicko's Hammer, but he couldn't get his internet to work consistently.
Yep. And every time we tried to get him in, it was like every third word was chopped off. We couldn't understand what he was talking about. It just got to the point where he got frustrated and had to bow out.
Yeah. And he still needles us. You guys aren't going to have me on. It's like, come on, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Come on.
You might need to call in on a landline, but yes, come on.
Yeah, I'll put him on speakerphone. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be better sound quality. Jim accuses his old camera of being like the potato cam. Look, it's Mike with the potato cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, he's not organizing a con. It's like, yeah, he could show up a couple times a year. Sure.
At least.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it's public. It's ads for its con. Damn it.
Yeah.
Wait. The con that's sold out is 2026 tickets in 2025.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. No, they sold out early this year, which tells you that a lot of people are going to conventions again. I mean, I went to TotalCon a couple of weeks ago. Great turnout, great people.
I'm a special guest again this year with Gage, and Gage did not. He waited too late. He did not get a badge.
Okay.
And he was like, "What? And so, yeah, you're gonna have to walk up. You're gonna have to walk up at the con." But then Bad Mike said, "Okay, he's with you. I'll give him a badge." Yeah. So
nepotism in the community. Look at that.
Yeah. I was about to say something. I'm not going to do it. No, not going to say it.
Show you can do that.
I know, but I'm trying. Hey, I am trying to be nice. I almost said something, and
no,
I'm
you're
just not
part of
gonna do
the
it.
you're part of the Tinkar's family now. Now you do not have to be nice.
No, it can be
I
nice.
always
You don't have, you just don't have to be
An a-hole.
polite. Yeah, well, no. Listen, you can use any of the. There's only one. There's only one curse word that is restricted, and I can't even tell you what it rhymes like because it'll get me demonetized.
Well, I can tell the
Yeah,
first.
let's not. Yeah,
tell the
I,
first
yeah,
letter.
you don't have to.
It rhymes with the baseball term for a hitter. One of the things a hitter might do with a ball.
Bunt.
Oh, got it.
Thank you, Glen.
Got it.
Thank you. You
Got it.
You didn't
But
have to
I always argue if you're calling in from Australia, it's okay.
No.
Or England.
Or England or Ireland.
Yeah.
I married an Irish American, and my God,
I
it's
mean,
like,
I don't know why that one is very.
oh no, that one, the demonetization ban.
I was doing a show in San Jose one time, and with this one gal, we were getting ready to lead, and we were talking about this one gal that neither of us liked, and I said, "Well, she's something I really can't say," and she comes right, "Oh, you mean she's a?"
Yeah.
And I looked at her like,
Yeah. Yeah. You can say that. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can say it. I can't.
Yes. I mean, yeah. It's the one word that you know of, says Fugly. Well, yeah. Well, I'm sure there's other words we can't use.
Yeah, we should.
No, that's. I'm saying general curse words. You can go fuckity fuck. As long as it's not in the first 5 minutes, you're probably pretty good.
As Leonard Nimoy said once, colorful metaphors.
Yeah,
There you go. I mean, even I cuss once in a while on here, and I don't even do it at all.
And it's beautiful.
I do, but I have to be really wound up. I have to be really upset.
I remember the first 10 shows with Corey. It's like, okay, let's go, Corey, and bleep him out.
Well, that was you with me. I swear to God, it's like, oh God.
Yeah, Corey has no filter.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on, man.
You're making my job difficult, man.
Yeah, it's like, what, Glenn? What the fuck? It's not a big issue.
Well, see, I don't cuss on here. I don't cuss on Dago's here, and I don't cuss very much on here because I want it to be meaningful when I do.
Oh,
you know?
Trust me.
Well, yeah, that's how I've always been taught how to use it. It's like, don't always rely upon it to get your point across, but when you need to get your point across, then you use it.
In literature, it is a spice, not the meal.
Yeah, spicy language.
Yes.
Yes, but neither one of you are New Yorkers, so I mean,
I'm close enough.
All right, so
I fake it real good. Would you like to? By the way, at least Becky, or at least I think my girlfriend, it's like they thought I was from New York the way I talked. Then she says, "You're my girlfriend." It's like, well, what part of New York you come from? I'm from California. Huh?
No, you don't have the accent.
I don't have the accent, but
you don't have the accent.
I had the attitude though at the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's the funny part when you told me you were from California, because I was like, nah, not you. And then you started talking about all the gaming stores you used to go to, and going into detail about Los Angeles. I'm like, okay, he was from there.
What do you mean I wasn't from California? I didn't sound like
because you don't talk like it. No, you don't. That's probably because you're acting.
Well, I've never had an accent. Mm-hmm. I don't consider myself having an accent. But I mean, if I wanted to, just sit here and say, okay, yeah, let's play some D&D. We'll go over here by the corner. The guy's going to come here. I could do that all day.
Yeah.
But that deep New York accent is pretty much just in the films these days. And that's because of TV. All right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you come out here in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh. Oh, they'll pick me
hardly any.
But they'll still pick out the New Yorkers when we get out there.
I mean, you don't get this around here as much as it used to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks like me and you. Me and
that's the whole thing, right? Because once they homogenized local news, it's like, whoa, we got to scrape the regional accents out of the local news. Then just reinforce the idea that bland American accent.
Yeah, same difference. I mean, they if you have a strong accent, like Broadway and Hollywood will just rip that out of you.
Or they'll typecast you for it.
I was lucky I didn't have any, so I could overlay anything. That's why I GM so well. Damn it!
Gosh, listen, I always believed I didn't have an accent until I started doing videos and podcasts, and people go, "Wow, your New York accent really comes through." I'm like,
"Yeah, Eric, I knew you were from New York the first time I heard you speak."
I love your accent. I think it's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not bad.
Race is the same way.
Yeah. I mean, it's it is what it is.
Oh yeah,
Brian, cool. I don't see you as having an accent.
Yeah, everyone doesn't know where I'm from. It's like, I don't know how I got this way, but
I had a guy in high school. I was doing theater in high school and stuff, and this one guy who I did shows with came up and he wanted to know something about one of the, he wanted to know not Christmas but Hanukkah. He wanted to know something about Hanukkah. He said, "Why are you asking me?" He says, "Aren't you Jewish?" No, I'm Catholic. That's like the opposite.
Wrong side of the street there.
Yeah, because I thought because you had the attitude, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Yeah, Hallstrom is a very Jewish name, Glenn.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny because I thought all my life I was like French, German, Scott, Irish.
I was gonna say, Hallstrom sounds more German to me than anything else.
Well, I'm adopted, and my adopted dad was Swedish.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
But I did the lineage thing. 99% British.
Wow.
One sliver of Russian. You
Crazy.
believe that?
Crazy.
I should do it again. I mean, there's more than one service, and which one's right,
Well, you're a wee bit rusty.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why he was able to do a dwarf with a Russian accent so well.
That's right. And that's how yes, that's right. I mean, I got to play wolf.
Yeah.
I did Fiddler on the Roof.
If I were a rich man. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
I always say,
as a matter of fact, I had one of the guys in the cast. He kept calling me Boris instead of Wolf. I said, "Why?" He said, "You sound just like Boris Badenoff."
Yes, you do. Yes, your Russian accent is exactly like that. I mean,
so funny. Huh?
No, I was just going to say there were a million moose and squirrel jokes when we were doing the actual play.
That's right. I mean, that was something else, Russian accents, easy. And it's so funny, that show, they brought an expert in on the time period of Fiddler on the Roof with the Jewish German or the Jewish Russians who had to be, and it's like, okay, you try to show them how to do, Jewish like that. And they sounded great, they sounded great. But I was the only one who did Jewish with a Russian accent. They were all going down like they came from New York, like this. I go down the thing over here, and you got to get down there if you want to get some good food. And
you're giving me Jewish deli flashbacks right now, Glenn.
But I would do it, and then I would put the Russian in.
Oh, so you really go. And see, I would get in trouble. I worked retail before I became a cop, and if you want to impress young ladies you're working with, you have to have a sense of humor. But my problem was I would pick up accents.
Oh God, yes.
And I'm in the main floor. I'm like filling up the bargain table with electronics for my department, and there was an older woman. And she was asking questions, and I picked up on the Yiddish, not realizing I picked up on the Yiddish. So now I'm talking like this, and I'm talking almost like the Jackie Mason thing, and I'm like, what? And then I get the, excuse me, are you mocking me? Oh, shit. So,
oh man.
so I gotta say,
Funny.
I wasn't a cop at the time, but I felt like a cop. I always have an answer. So my answer, real quickly, was, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I always hear the Yiddish on the high holy days. She's like, what? No, my mother's side of the family is Jewish. My father's side is Catholic, but we celebrate both holidays. So when I'm with my mother's side of the family, I do hear a lot of the Yiddish from Brooklyn. Oh, God bless you!
and you maneuvered your way out of that.
Oh my God! I was like, and the girl I was trying to impress, we dated for a couple years after that. She was laughing her ass off afterwards. She was like, "Holy shit, you squirmed your way out of that one!"
Yep.
Oh my God, yes.
In high school and college, when I was an actor, that's one of my excuses I came up with when somebody's talking to me and I actually pick up their accent. One of the guys I did a show with in high school, we had to go to his house to work on the float for the homecoming or whatever. And his mother's from Georgia. And she started talking like this. And I said, well, you want us to go out there and get that for? And she's, what? I was like, yeah, we're going to go work on the float now, okay? Or just like my ear would hear it and all of a sudden, boom, it's there.
Yeah, that's a close friend of mine. She's from Jersey, and she would just pick up on that. I mean, she would be talking to me, and then she talked to somebody else. We were all living in Florida at the time, and someone would be talking with a Southern accent, and she'd start picking it up, and I would just look at her. I'm like, "Oh, you're one of those," and she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, you just absorb whoever's accent you're talking to at the time."
Yeah,
she's like, "Yeah, yeah." It's funny because she doesn't have the Jersey accent out until she's mad, and then she's from Jersey. Because when she gets mad, it just comes right out. You'd think she was like like a casting reject from Jersey Shore or something. Yeah. And the funny part was like half that cast wasn't from Jersey either.
And so I use my acting and the voices stuff, as you know, for the gaming. I'm trying to use it as a plus. And I'm always preaching to people who says you don't have to do this. But if you want to, this. Because there's
I thought I had to as a DM. I thought I had to, and I am not that good at it.
Well, I try to teach people you don't have to do what I do and do all this character stuff like this, but give your character an attitude.
Yep.
You can use your own voice. You don't have to put a fake voice on. But, if he's a certain way, play it that way. If you could. Especially if you're a game master, you're playing like a half a dozen characters.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the days of multiple characters. Yes.
Oh, yes. That's why I came a GM, because I wanted to be a cast of 1,000.
And there it is.
And it's like, yes, the stage version of the 10 Commandments, all done by Glen. Yeah, right.
The one-man show.
The one-man show.
I brought down these 15 crack 10
Commandments.
I sit there in the throne. Moses.
Rest in peace, Charlton Heston.
Yes. Have we had enough fun yet?
Never too much fun, but we're getting close to the witching hour.
Okay. I don't mind going over, but it's like, but last 2 weeks ago, 3.5 hours was a little ridiculous.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, that was our last thing for Tamara. But if he can get 2 shows out of that, that'd be great.
Damn.
Well, we had to cut one segment short because we were going back and forth like a tennis match about a certain topic, and we had to cut it short. We're going to do a part 2 in the next episode.
You read like a whole chapter out of the player's handbook, didn't you? Or
DM
something
guide,
like
actually.
the DM guide. What was
Uh-huh.
what was it?
Combat.
Combat. You read the complete combat chapter
I got
from
maybe
2 weeks.
2/3 of the way through it.
Really?
Yeah. No,
I
there's
thought you
still
got all the
more.
way through.
I mean,
Oh
we
my
went from the initiative roll to the attack roll to damage to this to that, and yeah, and I was like,
He was
and
on a
you
roll.
know me, Glenn, I can only read for so long before my intrusive thoughts interfere, and I've got to say something. So
Oh, like this
yeah,
guy over here.
yeah.
What did I? Whoa!
What I say?
What did I do?
What I do?
What did I do? I just want to know what I'm being accused of. Just saying.
Good sir. Yes.
Oh,
But
you
yeah,
know,
we'll finish that one. And
finish it.
what episode is that?
Um,
191, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
My God.
Yeah, we're
Can we
close.
say-
We're sputtering to 200, but yeah.
Maybe we ought to sell CD sets of this series and make some money off of it.
Oh my goodness.
No, then
Well,
Vince,
you know
no, then
what
Vince
we
would
need
want
to
cut.
do? If we want to make money, we go back into those brainstorms and we publish that crap.
That's true.
Instantly.
We have a section there called brainstorm,
Yeah.
and it's what you think.
Yeah,
Okay.
Here's a concept, here's a location, here's a person, place, or thing. Go. And Glenn, Full On, myself, and Corey we are different enough to where we can come in at radically different angles, but somehow, some way, we all meet in the middle. And there are some concepts that we did that I am so proud of, because I'm like, if we actually took a couple of months and actually published it and put it out, people would buy it in a heartbeat.
It's another reason why I wanted Don on it. That's the kind of thing that Don's looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Somebody has to compile it, Glenn. Oh,
Yeah,
you got
and
it.
I
Glenn.
don't have the time. I just don't have the time to
well,
compile
but it could happen in the future. It could, closer. It's closer than we think. Let me put it that way. So
Well, I just think that basically the four of us at some point, we just need to all just get it all together. And I think if we published I hate to say it, 96-page supplement called Brainstorms, and put our
so we
names
make them
on
look
it.
like old 2E splat books.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, to quote an
never
old
say.
joke from our early days. Yeah, why not? Make it look like For Golden Glory, which is looking like the old player's handbook or DM's guide. Why not?
Oh, by the way, I wanted you to mention the one splat book from Forgotten Realms, the cleric one that
cleric one?
The cleric one that you have such admiration for. They said
the cleric one.
Yeah, what was it called? Cleric World or something.
I don't know. I have no idea what you mean, sir.
Yeah, okay. I'm pulling a blank on a splat book for clerics.
Well, it wasn't a splat book, but it was a
supplement.
Forgotten Realms supplement.
Oh, you mean deities and demigods, that stuff? Oh, not that.
No, the Forgotten Realms
deities, faiths and avatars.
Yeah, there.
Is that what you meant? Faiths and avatars. Okay, yeah.
That's the one that he likes to use for holy man and clerics and all that.
Absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt. I don't, as a DM. Now, this stems from my time as a player, but as a DM, I want my players to have options, and I have no problem with increasing the power of the cleric class and giving them, once a day spell use on whatever it is, as long as they're doing what they're supposed to be doing as a cleric of X. I have no problem with that. Because I've said it a million times, and it's something I go off on rants on every at least once a year about how most players in their games, they treat clerics as heal bots. And I absolutely hate that. They don't have to be like, Jimmy Swaggart level proselytizers. No, but they can actually do things, and they can be more than just a cure light wound spell, or a heal spell if someone's really hurt.
They are the wingman,
Yes, they are, and they're actually not that bad in combat either.
Right.
So I mean, the original D&D game, you didn't get spells at first level. You had to survive to second in order to get spells.
Yep.
And I'm for that too.
Yeah, I'm all for. I was all for that back when I was playing it.
That teaches them you fight too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. You just aren't your spells and your faith. You put that mace in your hands and you go bump that orc on the head. Yes.
Absolutely. I had a chance twice to buy that book and I didn't. I don't know why. But I'm sure I'll find it in the future.
All my second edition stuff is in storage as of this moment.
Okay.
My bookcases are empty because I realized I have almost all of it electronically now.
Fair enough.
I still have mine. Yeah.
I mean, I can pull it out of storage in a heartbeat if I absolutely needed to. I know there are some players who shrink at the sight of a DM pulling a laptop out of his case instead of actual rule books. I get that, but I'm all about convenience these days.
Yeah, same here. I don't ban like phones or tablets or anything like that from my table because I can give them the rules of the game in a PDF and they'll sit there. If they're wizards, they're going to be going through spells like this. I have never had a problem with people like disengaging from the game with their phone. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because of the players I have, but to me, it's a necessary evil now. So,
it is, because we all are grown adults, at least physically, and we all have very involved lives. It's not like we can just get together on a Friday and play till Sunday morning anymore. We don't have the stamina anymore.
Oh, God knows.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did.
Oh, I did once.
I used to get razzed for actually going to bed during cons. Yeah.
At some point, you gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember there was like this like massive BattleTech game that had like, oh my god, it was at least, I want to say at least 50 players. 50, 60, actually, no, it was more than that. It was more like 70 or 80. It was like 30 to a side because it was one side versus the other. And it was like, pick your two favorite mechs, and when it's your turn to go, roll your dice, move your mice, shoot your lasers, take your damage, and on to the next one. It was like really rapid pace. We only got through like 3 rounds of fighting because several players were arguing with the GMs at almost every turn. And I was getting exasperated because at this point, it's already like 11 o'clock at night. And I've been at con since 10 o'clock in the morning. And that was 94. So I'm like, 26? No, 25. I'm 25. And I'm like, I have to acknowledge my limit. It's like Clint Eastwood said, a man's got to know his limitations. Well, Hal Holbrook said it first, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Anyway, I got you.
But yeah, so yeah, we aren't of that stripe anymore. As much as we would like to, we also know that once we're asleep, we are out until a certain amount of time passes.
Until I got around this age, I didn't even know you could actually play a game for like 3 hours on a Monday. I thought it's like once you're in, you
stop when
until the adventure's over. Yeah,
until it's over and done with. No.
Yeah, I know people who've played full campaigns for like days.
Yeah, no, those days are over for us.
Yeah, no, we got to schedule it. That's why I'm going to be doing an open table probably by the end of the month or beginning of April. Yeah. That way I can go, my next week's schedule. Okay, Monday at 2 p.m. I'm good for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
we'll post that one up, and I'll see who shows.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I already have 4 live streams a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes 5.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you are
every
a
other
busy
Sunday.
man, Eric. I
Every
see
other
what you're
Sunday,
doing.
you know. So I need to be able to like move stuff around, and Rach is very understanding. God bless that woman.
Well,
But
you married
yeah,
a gamer, Eric. That was your first good thing.
That's because you're smart and you put her on one of your shows.
Oh, that helped too. That
Yes,
certainly helped
you
too.
involved her. Yes.
Oh, you tell them the story about how you got her involved in gaming. That's precious.
Well, I mean, I ran her through a solo Tunnels and Trolls when we were, I guess, dating or newly married, just to give her an idea of what this was. I figured TNT is just D6s. She can handle that. But my first North Texas was 2014, and
She went.
well, here's the deal: Joe the lawyer was supposed to be my roomie. His engine went, so he had to do major expenses. He couldn't go. So Rachel's like, "Oh, it's Dallas. I'll go with you. There'll be all these things for me to do," because she's imagining Dallas is like an eastern seaboard city with mass transit and trains and buses. Yeah, I know. Believe me. So, first off, we get to the hotel. Went the night. I don't know anybody. I don't realize that the person like who came in behind me was Bad Mike. I didn't know that until later. But she wanted to go to the pool, so we go to the pool, and there's one person in the pool besides us swimming. And Rachel's like, I bet he's here for the convention. Maybe, I don't know. So she goes, "Hi, are you here for the game convention?" He's like, "Yeah, I am." I goes, "Oh, then you must know my husband, Tenkar." Guy's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Eric Tenkar?" No clue. So I'm like, "You don't read blogs, right?" I just right away. I go, "You do what? Forums?" He goes, "Yeah, was it Dragon's Foot, OD&D 74?" He's like, "Oh yeah, like OD&D 74." I'm like, "Okay, yeah." Rach, these two worlds don't really combine. Bloggers and blog readers generally don't do.
At the time, you weren't doing this a lot.
So Rach was like so deflated that she thought she was like showing off her husband and like. But I had said I had a lot of games for us to play in, but the first game was Tim Schneider, and Tim Schneider's game was Time Master, and I chose Time Master for one very important reason. Figured no motherfucker is gonna understand the rules for this game that's playing it, but Tim and I, because I ran it back in the day. Tim was working with the new pace setter. I worked with Goblinoid Games who had the rights to it. So I go, Tim will understand it. I will understand it, but everybody else will be relatively lost. So Rachel will be as lost as everybody else. And it worked fine. She left that session having done like some kind of weird wrestling move on a 4-armed alien time creature. I couldn't tell you. All I know is she left that session psyched and like a gamer.
That's how it works.
You know, Swords of Witchery with Matt Finch, Zach Glazer for Labyrinth Lord. Oh God. I'm having a senior moment now. I can picture his face, and I can't picture. Artist for DCC, Doug Kovacs. Doug Kovacs running DCC for H. She was hooked. She didn't even realize she didn't go anywhere. By Friday evening, she's in the hallway telling me, "We're coming back next year. This is awesome." Bad Mike was right there when it happened, and he was like, "Holy shit, we're getting Eric back next year because his wife is hooked." So, I mean, she hadn't really gained. She knew like her brothers had played D&D back in the day, and
she didn't care
to do with it. But
yeah,
I found the right woman who was open enough to it, and yeah, so she games at all the cons, and At North Texas, there's the wives game. The wives get together and run their own game, so she always gets into that one. So yeah, no,
Well, you were lucky, Eric.
I
Very.
am blessed.
You were lucky.
Very.
Becky went to the first two, and then she says, "You go ahead."
Yep,
Yeah.
not for me.
I'm surprised she went to the second one.
Yeah, well, she has friends. She had friends in the area. She used to work.
Okay.
She used to work in the area.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so I'll just go shopping and go see my friends, have a good time, catching up and all that kind of stuff. And by the second one, she was too bored. Okay, fine, whatever. So now I had to do solo for like 5-6 years, and then all of a sudden, Gage is coming with me.
Well, that's because you corrupted that kid,
and you did it so well.
Yes, you did.
And I've done it again. By the way,
yep. Now his younger brother.
No, his cousin.
Oh, his cousin. Oh,
one of my other grandsons, his cousin. The kid is 10 years old and bouncing off the wall with dice.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
I want to do it for my son, but I think I have to wait till he's probably about 14.
14.
14.
Start with 10.
Because of his autism.
All right, 12.
I mean, he knows about D&D. He's done some stuff when he's gone to his ABA therapy.
Okay.
But it's like, I'm like, if I'm going to run something for him or I'm going to teach him how to do it, I'm going to teach him how I learned how to do it.
Right.
That's what I did with Gage.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, no, right now, no. I mean,
he still says he's a wizard for 5e, but if I said, hey, we're going to play, we're playing Hyperborea, you coming? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a 2e game going or something like that, or a basic one. Yeah, I'm here. So that's how you cheat. That's how you teach them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I look forward to it because, when I told him when I pass, all this stuff is his.
That's what I told Gabe. That's what I told the grandkids. All my movies, all my game stuff go to the grandkids. And if you can't figure out what you want to sell, what you want to keep for gaming or anything, call Bad Mike.
Yep. There you go. He'll come and get it.
He can help. He can help.
Price for it.
Yeah. All Gage wants is my big old. All he wants is all the anime that Full On sent us.
Oh my God, that mountain! You should see my storage unit. I have a 10 by 20 storage unit that I pay $180 a month to rent out.
Wow.
And one corner of it is all the stuff Full On sent me, which is the stuff that he sent Glen.
See, that's why I brought Byron on the show before Full On, because bring on Full On. Next thing you know, he's going to be sending you anime.
Yes, he wants to corrupt you.
Everyone.
Everybody. I mean, remember when we were getting together when we were interviewing Banjo for the producer gig?
Yeah.
And Tonka Todd was in on it, and then Tonka Todd and Full On start talking anime, and I just basically just sat back. I actually put my headset down, went and got a drink because I knew they were going to be at it for a little while because they were like bouncing off each other. It's funny.
Oh yes, it's amazing, just amazing.
Yes, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, what's the running total now, Glenn? I mean, it's 5 figures by now, right?
Yeah, it's got to be at least. I mean, I'm still keeping a running total on those damn things.
Yeah, last time it was up over $9,000.
Pull up my spreadsheet here, and okay, $12,245.67.
Oh my God! Yeah,
and this started during COVID. Because he thought we wouldn't have anything to do.
Wow.
You don't know me very well.
Because I was actually working.
I always find something to do.
I have tons of movies. Well, you don't know me very well, do we?
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a huge collection. Myself. Then on top of that, my girlfriend has a huge collection of Disney movies on VCR tapes. And then we just inherited her mother's DVD collection, which is rather sizable. Wow. I mean, yeah, it's like between that and all the anime, it's like occupying a large section of a corner in my storage unit. And
I
I'm
was
like,
about to say,
I'm
that's
just
why you had
looking at it. I'm like, oh my God.
What'd
I
you
can't
say,
watch
Eric?
all this in the days I have left in my life.
What'd you say, Eric?
That's why we had to clear out shelves. You need room for the anime.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm counting a big box in there.
Folks, there's a link up in the chat. That's for tomorrow's Nerd Cognito Speakeasy. Rach and I will be appearing out with Ryan David and his wife on their live stream at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
And then at 8 o'clock, of course, Gamers Health. I don't know what the topic is going to be yet. I'm sure we'll figure it out at Puppy Playtime tomorrow afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! I didn't know that puppies got into so much activity as puppy school and puppy playtimes. It's like having a kid.
Oh my God!
I know.
And Brian will be around
somewhere.
So
if I'm not working, I'm home resting.
We got.
Okay. So when is the next episode of Thack with Hammer coming out? Approximately.
Let's see. Banjo's working on it. Hopefully we can get it out. Hopefully by next week.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I got to ask him, how far along he's on it. But yeah, it's like Glenn said. It's like, a 3.5 hour episode that we've got to get down. He's got to pare down. I don't envy him. I used to do his job.
I used to do his job too, and neither of us liked it.
No, I mean, I liked it for a while, but then I just got burned out. That's
my problem is it took me forever because I kept listening, and then I just go.
Oh, well,
because I knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Well, Brian, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks. You got to come on. You got to come on more of these.
Hey.
No, Agile. My son is 33. My son's 33. I don't need another one. Okay, I got one.
You already corrupted him anyway.
Don't need another. Glenn, thank you as always.
Thanks for having me.
Always.
I'm always being had. So.
My ear trumpet. Thank you for gifting a subscriber. Membership. Because honestly, the minions keep the lights on here, and you guys are doing a great job doing it.
Right.
I do appreciate it. Other than that, thank you.
Buy my book.
Buy Glen's book.
And my GoFundMe. Please donate. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, folks.